A person walks past you on the street. Nothing about them stands out. Modest clothes, an older car. You wouldn't guess they're wealthy. And here's what most people miss. If you think wealth should be obvious, you're misunderstanding what it really looks like. Real wealth often prefers invisibility. When money still feels fragile, appearance does heavy lifting. Looking successful reassures not just others, but yourself. It says, "I'm okay. I didn't miss my chance." But once someone crosses an internal threshold, when safety no longer needs proof, that reassurance loses its grip. The need to perform quietly fades. Validation moves inward. Quiet certainty replaces performance. Safety stops coming from reactions and starts coming from numbers. The more secure someone becomes, the less they feel compelled to signal. It's a paradox that confuses most people, and one that's surprisingly satisfying once you recognize it in yourself. Much of this invisibility comes from what wealth is doing. It isn't decorative, it has a job. It's invested, allocated, compounding in places no one can see. Using money to impress starts to feel inefficient, almost careless. From the outside, it may look like nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, everything is in motion. Society tells you when to look successful, by a certain age, with certain purchases, on a visible trajectory. That invisible clock drives rushed decisions, louder lifestyles, and flashy upgrades that feel exciting at first, but cost more than they give. Quietly wealthy people step off that clock. They make choices on their own terms, and suddenly the pressure to announce progress vanishes. Visibility carries a cost. Attention brings expectations. Expectations create obligations, and obligations quietly limit freedom. Once money stops being a problem, freedom becomes more valuable than recognition. Privacy stops feeling like withdrawal and starts feeling like protection. Their spending shows this clearly. They might drive an older car, but they never hesitate to pay for anything that preserves energy, time, or mental space. Convenience, comfort, ease. Choices aren't about saving money, they're about protecting mental bandwidth. One micro decision, small in appearance, can reflect years of compounded thought behind it. Once the internal question of "Am I safe?" is answered, objects lose their emotional charge. Lifestyle stops being proof. Progress doesn't need props. Decisions are made for decades, not seasons. Short-term attention requires constant upkeep. Long-term wealth buys options, control, and calm. One demands visibility, the other quietly compounds power. Looking rich can win admiration. Being rich buys freedom. Excitement tempts the short-term thinker. Stability rewards the long-term one. That difference is subtle, invisible, but profound. This isn't judgment. Some people thrive on luxury. Some value visibility. That's personal. But psychology doesn't change. The hardest realization is this: when wealth stops being something you perform, it becomes something you feel. Calm, deliberate, unshakable, living without needing anyone else's approval. That kind of wealth doesn't have a uniform. It doesn't announce itself. And if you've ever felt out of sync with flex culture or noticed yourself caring less about appearances as your finances stabilize, that's not losing ambition. That's shifting from proving to protecting, from signaling to sustaining, from performance to peace. And peace doesn't feel exciting at first. It feels quiet, almost boring, until you realize how rare it is and how deeply rewarding it can be in your own life.